to AcadFly's weekly Study Abroad Bulletin. I am Shatakshi Singh and I am thrilled to kick off this brand new series where we bring you the top headlines and key developments from around the world that matter to Indian students planning to study abroad. Every week, we'll break down international updates, visa changes, scholarship news, and policy shifts so that you're always ahead in your global education journey. Let's begin this with this week's top stories, and I'll tell you the headlines of the week. UK students feel the pinch as housing costs soar 15%. Indian students hit as Canada cracks down on dummy visa extensions. UAE rolls out new university ranking criteria for outbound students. Oxford opens applications for the prestigious Rhodes Scholarship. Harvard wins legal battle against Trump's student visa ban. US visa challenges push Indian students towards Canada, Germany, and Japan. Stay connected as in the end we'll briefly discuss the UK Immigration Reform 2025. We'll discuss about what do the proposed rules and visa changes mean for international students. Now let's take a closer look at each headline. And firstly, we'll talk about UK student housing costs surge 15%. A new report by Grading Homes reveals that UK students are under financial pressure as housing costs continue to rise by 15% in 2024 and 25. The average annual rent for purpose-built student accommodation, that is PBSA, is now £13,595, up from £11,500 2 years ago. In London, students are paying around £1,211 a month, while Northern Ireland remains more affordable at around £904. The sharp increase is driven by rising demand, more international students, and a shift toward premium housing. Unfortunately, government loans haven't kept up, leaving students to fill the gap by borrowing money or working extra hours, both of which can affect health and academic performance. Only 678,000 PBSA beds are available in the UK, while demand is estimated at 1.4 million, intensifying the affordability crisis. Many landlords are also exiting the student rental market due to higher mortgage rates, reducing availability of affordable shared housing. Grading Homes founder Mamta Shekhawat says that we understand how critical suitable housing is for student success and well-being. Our mission is to connect students with safe, affordable housing options through trusted providers. We'll move towards our next news, and that is Canada targets dummy visa extensions. Canada is tightening rules around maintained status to prevent misuse of visa extensions. As reported by Lubna Kabli in the Times of India, students submitting a second visa extension application will no longer retain legal status if the first gets rejected. This means the second application will be returned and denied, a sharp change from earlier rules. Immigration consultant Kabir Kamal explained that this aims to stop applicants from buying time with non-genuine applications. Maintained status, formally implied status. Let's foreign nationals stay in Canada while waiting for an extension, only if they applied before the original permit expired. But now, repeated ineligible applications could quickly lead to deportation. We'll move towards our next news, and that is UAE's new university ranking requirements for students going abroad. The UAE has introduced strict university ranking rules for Emirati students planning to study overseas. These are now tied to international rankings of both the institution and the specific field of study. For the US or Australia, universities must be in the top 100, both overall and in the specific field. Second, for other English-speaking countries, the threshold is top 200. For non-English-speaking countries, institutions must be in the top 300 globally in both categories. These new rules, effective June 2, aim to align international education with UAE's strategic goals and future workforce needs. Students already studying abroad have a one-year grace period to comply. The Education, Human Development and Community Development Council said these criteria reflect our vision to elevate the international higher education experience and ensure students are better prepared for the UAE job market. And now we'll move forward, and a good news for the students who want to study in Oxford. Applications are now open for the Rhodes Scholarship, one of the world's most prestigious postgraduate scholarships at the University of Oxford. This scholarship covers full expenses for 2 to 3 years of study. Students aged 18 to 23 up to 27 in special cases are eligible. The application deadline is July 23, 2025 and 6 students will be selected from India. So Richard Trainer, CEO of Rhodes Trust, said, "We are looking for exceptional young leaders with academic excellence, a commitment to service and the potential to bring positive change." Since 1903, the Rhodes Scholarship has awarded 106 fully funded spots annually to students worldwide who show leadership, character, and academic brilliance. And now a shift towards the US. And we'll start with the news where Howard wins temporary block on Trump's student visa ban. Howard University has temporarily blocked a ban by President Donald Trump targeting international students. A US district judge ruled that the executive order which sought to revoke Howard's ability to enroll international students would cause irreparable harm and granted a temporary restraining order. The Trump administration had accused Howard of being a national security threat and criticized the university's international collaborations. The proclamation included a 6-month suspension for foreign researchers and students and even called for visa reviews of current foreign nationals. Harvard's legal team claims that this is retaliation against the university for exercising free speech and resisting government overreach into academics. The battle is ongoing, but this legal win gives Howard and its international community a brief reprieve. Now we'll move towards our next section, which says Indian students now look to Canada, Germany and Japan. The reason, I'll tell you. With visa uncertainty in the US rising, many Indian students are now considering Canada, Germany and Japan as top destinations. Tighter restrictions and unpredictable policy changes in the US are pushing students towards countries offering more stable visa frameworks, post-study work opportunities and affordable tuition. Germany's no tuition fees, public universities and Japan's increasing focus on English-taught programs are becoming attractive alternatives to the US. And now comes the special segment where we'll briefly talk about UK Immigration Reform 2025. What to expect? The UK is proposing sweeping reforms to its immigration system, outlined in the White Paper. Restoring control over the immigration system, released by Prime Minister Keir Starmer. While the UK claims to still welcome top international talent, the government also wants to tighten students and post-study migration routes to reduce net migration. And here are the key proposals. The first one says, stricter university compliance. Only reputable institutions will be allowed to sponsor international students. This includes a higher pass rate in the basic compliance assessment and mandatory participation in the agent quality framework. Second is graduate route shortened. The 2-year post-study visa will be reduced to 18 months now. A new levy will also be imposed on the university's income from international students aimed at funding UK workforce development dependent visas. And what is restricted? Most postgraduate taught students will no longer be allowed to bring dependents. The number of dependent visa rose from 16,000 in 2019 to 143,000 in 2023, triggering policy concern. Requirements are raised for future visa stages. Main applicants must meet B2 level English, higher than the current B1. Dependents must show A1 level English on entry, rising to B2 over time. The Global Talent Visa will be expanded to include high-growth sectors like AI, life science and innovation. A higher cap on intra-company transfers will also offer more mobility for research scholars. Institutions overlay reliant on foreign student fees without offering quality may face restrictions. The goal is to reduce financial dependency and promote responsible recruitment. So, are these changes in effect? Not yet, but these proposals are currently under legislative debate. If passed, they would fundamentally reshape how international students enter, live and work in the UK. That wraps up this week's AcadFly Study Abroad Bulletin, from rising student rents in the UK to immigration reforms and scholarship opportunities at Oxford. The global education landscape is evolving quickly, and we are here to make sure you never miss an update. Whether you're planning your next move or guiding someone who is, don't forget to follow AcadFly for weekly updates, expert insights, and real-time guidance on everything study abroad. I'm Shitakshi Singh signing off for now. See you next week.